Hello, everybody. My name is Katafi, and welcome to part one of the August update 2020 video, I guess. This is going to be something very different, I suppose. Not really super different to a few other videos I've made, but um, essentially just me talking about stuff going on with the channel, stuff talking about what's going on in my life, and stuff that hopefully answers a lot of your guys' questions. The August 2020 update video with like all the updates to the streams, the videos, so on and so forth, that's still on its way. But this uncut video, just me talking full screen now, which is nice. I figured that out. But all of that, or this video rather, is just talking about stuff going on that I feel like needs to be addressed, that needs to be talked about in a video regarding myself, mentally, I guess physically as well, and hopefully answering a lot of your guys' questions. So please, like, if you are somebody who's subscribed to this channel or a fan of the channel, I highly recommend watching this video, even if you don't want to watch like the update video itself. The update video will at least tell you what's coming up, but this video is more you wanting to talk about what's going on, why there have been some days that there's not been any streams, why there's been lack of raids to my channel and otherwise, lack of collabs, so on and so forth. I feel like all of it needs to be talked about, and I haven't really fully talked about it except on like one Tetris stream. And yeah, so this will be raw, uncut. There's no music. This is just serious time, as it were. I just want to talk to you guys about this, just with my honest thoughts. Whatever I say, one cut. So, so here goes. First and foremost, I think a big question that I keep getting asked is what happened with me and a bunch of content creators. Cafe Coalition that I'm no longer a part of. So you got like Zombies, Otteron, Mama Remy, Joel, Dragonwhelp, Pegasus, Zombie. What happened there? Is my decision rather than like anything that they did. Long and short of it is I didn't fit in. Excuse me. I definitely didn't fit in with the group. Nothing that it's not a problem with them. It's not a problem with them at all. But you guys probably noticed during a lot of the Cafe Coalition streams that, I'd be playing the games and trying to have fun, and what ended up happening is I just get super quiet and I just didn't want to talk, and I couldn't talk, to be fair. I could not feel like I could contribute to the conversation in any meaningful way, nor could I connect with what they were talking about. I think the biggest tipping point was when we played Ninjala last, which might have been the most recent Cafe Coalition stream, which is odd because I feel like they should have done another one, but I'm not sure. Anywho, for Ninjala, there was like a whole conversation about meats and so on and so forth. I think they're like steak, something going on there, and I just like clocked out because I didn't know how to add to it. I wasn't laughing along with it. I wasn't finding it funny. No part of me felt like I could connect to the conversation. Yet there's everyone else connecting to this conversation, and you have me just being there, right? And I felt out of place. And that was the same when we played tabletop. That was the same when we played Splatoon. Hell, to be frankly honest with you guys, most of the games that they suggest or that are suggested regarding Cafe Coalition are personally just games I don't want to play. And I'm starting to was starting to see myself as the person who would prevent games from being played with like the whole group because I was always the odd person out. And that mainly was for Splatoon and then Animal Crossing and Pokemon, which if you guys are fans of the channel, you guys know that I don't particularly like Splatoon anymore because of a lot of stuff that happened with the game. Pokemon I find incredibly boring, especially Sword and Shield. I love Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but like Sword and Shield have just been super boring and people wanting to do shiny races, which I think are stupid, but that's my opinion there. And then Animal Crossing, I think this iteration of Animal Crossing honestly is the worst, if I'm being quite frank with you guys. That's why I stopped streaming Animal Crossing to begin with, is because it didn't feel like there was anything being added on. It didn't feel like there was anything more to do with the game. I know they've been releasing updates. Maybe I'll go back to it at some point, but I I could not devote my time to like Animal Crossing. I think going to people's islands is utterly pointless unless you want to see cool stuff. And even then, like now they have the dream stuff in there, which also makes little sense because you can already go to their island anyway. But it's like now you can go to their island if they're offline. I don't know, but I just majority of the games that would get recommended, I'd usually just say I would be interested in, be back and forth, go from there. And as such, I ended up just kind of quietly leaving. I didn't really say bye to them. I didn't say anything. But that's just a me thing because I kind of figured that they probably don't care if I left at that point. I felt like I burned a lot of bridges just by that. And, you know, you guys haven't seen any of those people at the streams or any of those content creators. I feel like saying those people sounds antagonistic and maybe derogatory. But those content creators you guys have probably seen around the streams. You guys haven't seen me in their streams just because I'm either too afraid to talk in there or I just feel like I fucked up everything there and burned all the bridges, which I'm kind of well known for in URL. The reason I don't have a lot of friends is because I panic a ton, burn bridges because of things that happen, and then never talk to them again. And I think that's starting to bleed into YouTube. Hooray! Not really. Not really hooray, rather, but yeah. But that's what you guys leading into something else that's going on, which is, you know, lack of collabs, except for Dead by Daylight, you know. You know, I used to stream a lot with Siren. I used to stream a lot with zombies. Used to stream a lot with, you know, there'd be some collabs like just happening every now and again. You know, Squidman, Undead, Inkling, and such. I'm pretty sure I'm still chill with Undead and Squidman, but you know, me stepping back from doing Splatoon has kind of stopped that for right now. Not to say that I won't go back to Splatoon at some point, but you know, when your entire channel revolves around Splatoon and such, and you're trying to think of people to collab with, it makes sense that you want to go with people who are more inclined to play Splatoon rather than people who play it once off and just kind of push it to the side and such. So I understand the decisions there. No hard feelings. I'm still, as far as I know, I'm still chill with Squidman and Undead. And I'm also still probably chill with Vic. I know Vic has been super busy and such. But you know, we also collabed with Cora. Bald Gamer, I think, wanted to collab with me at one point. So what happened with all those collabs is it essentially just boils down to me speaking my mind and people not taking that well. I think is the better way to put it. As far as I know, I'm not sure if Siren and I are still friends. I think Bald and I are still friends, even though I'm incredibly vocal about how I dislike how he handled single player games in the past. He's actually gotten better. Fun fact, he's gotten better. So if you guys like single player games, Bald's been doing pretty good over there with that. He's starting to play more of the games that he enjoys, and I was like, you know, if you guys have been to most of my streams when we talk about other content creators, just regarding things that I personally don't enjoy what content creators do is when they play games that just are for growth, that are just for clout, which I pretty much, in the regards to Siren stuff, I pretty much implicitly implied that Siren, even though he enjoys Ninjala, pretty much most of the streams revolved around using the clout of knowledge from others to keep furthering his own streams. While that might not be the intention, like the primary intention, I know I was like very, very vocal about it because of two people that he had on streams. Gigi Gab, who I'm not a huge fan of, to be fair, just for Ninjala related reasons, to be fair. And then also Cashman, who I've also been super critical of, mainly because seems like a chill guy, not gonna lie, but in Ninjala, with everything that happened there, which I'll get to in a bit, I probably am not on his favorite people list. Once again, outside of Ninjala, I'm pretty sure he's super chill and some of his content's pretty good. But when it came to Ninjala and just everything that happened there, which, like I said, I'll get to later, I definitely made a lot of enemies with that. But he was also somebody who played an exorbitant amount of Ninjala. He played a shit ton of Ninjala, and since became well known because of playing a bunch of Ninjala, you can ride right off the cloud of that. It was really weird to me, and why I ended up speaking out about it, against Siren about it, is because, like, in regards to Cash, and once again, I don't want to speak any ill will of Cash. I don't know him, so that's why I'm very much like, hopefully, I can't speak to something I don't, or someone I don't know. But with me not seeing him in like any of these like streams or anything, and then suddenly appearing because he was related to Ninjala, like how I suddenly appeared on a Siren stream and pretty much took it over for 2 hours because Siren hardly said anything, because I'm good at Ninjala, or I guess can be considered good. I'm not sure. But because of that, it just started rubbing me the wrong way. I ended up speaking out about it. I've heard rumors that I'm too afraid to confirm, to be honest, that the reason for a lot of stuff happening on the channel lately has been because of falling out with Siren, and that Siren doesn't see me as a friend anymore. I wouldn't be surprised, because I'm super critical of people using others to further themselves in a huge step. You guys have seen me be really critical about that. With there's some small creators who would reach out and be like, hey, you want to collab? Not because of like I want to collab with you, but because I think it'll make my channel grow. Those people are the worst. And I just started thinking with Ninjala and what Siren was doing, it started to lean towards that. But I spoke my mind and probably bit me in the butt. So, and that's why like I even was I was very much like that against Bald, but then Bald and I we talked it out, we worked it through, and then Bald started playing a bunch of single player games, which was great. And that made me super happy, and I lurk in his streams because, he's having fun streaming these single player games. It's awesome. But he's starting to stream games that he's having fun with, which is great. But regardless, I know I'm like all over the place here. Yeah, I've been just super critical of people, and those are the ones that come to mind that I've been super critical of. But because of like how I put things and how I see how people are, I pretty much burned bridges with them. And at this point, I probably have, when it comes to content creator friends that are around my, I guess, area of subscribers, I think they can, like, friends of those or like can be kind of one hand. I think they're 3-4 people that can come to mind that I think I'm still pretty good friends with, just after everything that happened in me. So that's why you guys don't see like raids happening on my channel anymore. That's why you guys don't see the opposite way. Just because I'm probably not well liked by a lot of content creators, just because of just how critical I am of their choices, I guess you can say, and just because I'm probably not a good person. So, and that leads into the whole mental shit that's been going on. So let's just talk about the channel, just going forward. I don't even know when I want to start this part. Gosh, this sucks. Nah, it does suck, because the first half of this video, probably this is gonna be a long ass video, so I apologize. First half is just me talking about like me burning bridges with pretty much a bunch of content creators because I'm not a good friend. Now it's another situation of, I think I've been burning bridges with you guys, but the viewers, the audience, subscribers, and I don't know what to do. Is the essential part of that. To explain, a lot of you guys probably have noticed that I haven't been streaming some days, even though I'm somebody who's like, yeah, I always love streaming, I always love playing games, I always love making a show for you guys. I truly do. I love playing all the games that we play on the channel, but I've been hit with just a bunch of depression stints and mental lapses for the past few weeks. And there's been days where I get home from work went great, got a bunch of stuff done, and then I get home, I walk into my room, I check YouTube, I started checking analytics, which is a mistake on my part, I'm gonna be honest. I see everything just going down and down and worse and worse. for reference's sake, like the thing that really tipped it everything off is when we had it was 5,015 or so subs, and then my analytics chart essentially was like up, and then just went down, down, and like usually it's like down and straight if you're losing one sub, but it was like down, so it was like one sub, two subs lost the next day, three subs lost, and it just kept going, and now we're at the time of recording this 1,501. We're about to go under 1,500 subscribers, which hurt me, to be honest, because it made me feel like I'm failing you guys. It makes me feel like I'm not entertaining. Either I'm not funny. It makes me feel that like fucked up somewhere along the line. Don't know where. I have a theory, but I'll get to that in a bit. But just seeing just the downward trend fucked me up. And I've never usually been a numbers person, but I think there's been recently this idea that I need to prove that I can hold out on my own. I don't need, other people to help me out and to keep raising me up. I want to do this on my own. I want to prove that I can grow the channel on my own without the use of like raids, like increasing numbers by tenfold and such. And while that was a good idea in theory, it didn't work out, I don't think. Because it's just been a downward spiral for the past few days, really recently, but because the past few weeks it's been up and down. Lately, if you check my analytics chart, it's just been -1 to 2 subs, except for today, which is -4. That was fun. But it's been -1 to 2 for the past few days, and I would see that because I would check how like comments, I'd check how a stream did, if the VOD uploaded correctly. I'd see the numbers, and it's not even the views. Like the views to me don't matter. Sure, it'd be nice to reach 100 views per stream. That was the goal in the past. But, some people want to watch what they want to watch. Some people don't want to watch what they want to watch. And or they don't want to watch what they don't want to watch. That makes sense. And that makes sense. That makes complete sense. Not everyone's required to watch everything that I do, of course. There's some games that might intrigue you. There's some games that don't. And as such, seeing that the views are low, doesn't bother me. That's not the bothering part. The part that bothers me is that the subscribing count has just been going downhill. And probably by the next 2 days, we're going to be under 1.5K. And maybe even under 1.49K. Based on how the trend is going. And to me, that makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. It makes me feel like either I'm not entertaining you guys, that I'm not funny, that I'm fucking up something, that I said something that pissed a lot of people off. I don't know. I'd love your guys' feedback, your honest and truthful feedback. Another thing that I think it's probably a reason of is because I'm not playing certain games anymore. I used to play Splatoon 2 a lot. I used to play that a ton. And then when it became obvious that people were only targeting me, that people hated the fact that I didn't do private battles and would be actively antagonistic towards me because I didn't do private battles, or the fact that I say I love turf wars, and that's apparently a bad thing. I couldn't handle that. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I couldn't handle all that. It made me feel like shit. It made me feel like this game that I enjoyed, that like even though I'm not the best at, I was still having fun. And even if like I had other people joining in turf wars and they joined off as a friend, thought we would all have a fun time playing together. And there'd be people who squid party. And then there'd be people who get depressed in chat and then start blaming everybody else for how they suck. And it's not just one person or the quote unquote usual people that some people tell me about. These were just other viewers. These are other like random viewers that would add me and do that. And I couldn't handle the fact that there's so much negativity and so much people like targeting me and just like wanting to just ruin my fun of it. And I said, no more. I tried to do offline turf wars, and then chat filled up with negativity. It's like, hold on, I want to play with you. And then like new viewers would come and be like, you're not allowing other people to play. Fuck you. It's like, I couldn't win. And I don't like private battles because I think there's no point to them. I think there's always no point to any private sort of thing unless you're trying to get better at the game. And I think that last Splatoon stream just broke me, and I just was like, I can't keep playing a game when I just feel like I'm just going to get antagonized constantly because I actively don't like private battles and I don't like playing ranked in that game, being honest. But so that was what happened there. And then Ninjala was just a shit show. A game that was super, super stoked for. Like the bat for it is right there. Like I love the game. But what started off as a bunch of people, being critical of how I play. And once again, there's numerous ways to play, and I apologize for how I treated a lot of the ways to play in such a poor light. But it started off as one person reaching out to me, and then it started snowballing into a bunch of people saying, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're shit at the game. Fuck you, Kit. It's like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. And it sucks with Ninjala right now because ranked is the only way to play if you want to get anywhere. And being actively told that I'm not good at the game whatsoever because of the way how I play, that I'm really shitty at the game. And that wasn't just one person. I know there's one person probably watching this that's like, I only told you that. No, there was about a total of 10 to 12 people who all went off. And I felt like I alienated myself in a community that I really wanted to be a part of and really enjoyed. And that's why I stopped streaming Ninjala, and that's probably why the sub number is going down, because I feel like now if I play Ninjala, it's just, you're fucking shit at the game. Oh, I hate the way that you play. Oh, you said that this person's bad. Well, fuck you, you're worse. It's like, it's just, it didn't feel like it's just a safe environment to just play how you wanted to play. And I know I was critical of it in the past. I kind of got an ego high, and I apologize for that. In Ninjala, you play the game how you want to play it at the end of the day. If you want to only go for drones, only go for drones. If you want to go for only Epons, go for only Epons. I actively say that I'm not good at 1v1s. I'm not good at doing Epons. But I'm good against parries. I'm good with, strategizing drone layout. And there's always counters to everything. That's the main thing, is there's always counters to everything in that game. But I don't think some people realize and took it out on me, and it just killed my motivation to play the game. I'll go back to stream the story modes when they come out for that game. But as far as like multiplayer or anything, I don't think I'm going to be doing ranked anymore. I don't think I'm going to be playing the game much anymore. And I know that's going to cause a lot more people to unsub because they're only there for the game and not for me, which is a cruel truth, but whatever. But just the mentality of playing some multiplayer games definitely just has, to circle it back around, all of that has pretty much led to the reason why there's some days I just don't stream. Today, for this is just for reference's sake, Monday, we didn't stream at all today because, for reference's sake, I got home, checked analytics, saw that we're one sub away from going under 1.5k, which is terrifying to me personally because I want to be successful and I want to succeed in growing this channel. And when you have family telling me that I'm a fucking failure because I'm going in the negatives, and you have other people saying I fucking suck, like, it just drains you. And I wanted to play Persona today. I wanted to play My Time with Portia today. And I had zero motivation. I got on my bed and I just slept. And just didn't do anything. And then I woke up. And I checked Discord and everything. And then I just got depressed and then slept again. And then here I am making this video at like midnight or so. And it's just, I have fun streaming, guys. I really do. I have fun putting on a show for you guys. If I'm not entertaining or if I'm not funny, let me know. I want constructive criticism. I want to better this channel. I want to grow in a positive direction. And then I guess to end this everything off, because I know this has just been a huge rant and just explaining a bunch of stuff. I hope I covered a lot of what you guys are worried about or like what you're thinking and why there haven't been streams. I should be back to fully streaming tomorrow on Tuesday. We were going to stream Fall Guys tomorrow, or I guess today is when this would come out. So Tuesday, the 4th. I was gonna stream Fall Guys, but I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna wait until probably Thursday because I want to stream Persona first. We might do Fall Guys at night. We'll see. But at least the morning stuff is gonna be Persona, or like the first stream rather. But I just please let me know what you guys want to see played at this point. I don't want to play things for clout though, and that's the thing that I think that I'm trying to keep battling, because if you want a channel to grow on YouTube and to go against that algorithm or something, you know, you have to play the popular games. Fall Guys is coming up, but I was actually super excited for that back when they announced it. I think at like E3 2019 or something there. And that's why I'm super excited to play that. I'm gonna hold off on it though because there's other stuff I want to get to. But like, let me know what you guys want to see played. If you guys want to see me go back to Splatoon, I can't guarantee that it's gonna be multiplayer with everybody. It might just be me doing offline multiplayer. We'll have to see. If you guys want Ninjala back, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do, you know, I got to figure out what I'm gonna do there. But like, if there's any single player stuff, is really where I shine. I know it's where I shine. So if there's single player stuff you guys want to see, or something else you want to see more of, like, please let me know. Even past streams that I've done, let me know. Viva Pinata is going to be coming back, and I know a lot of you guys want that. I'm at a loss, to be honest. I know things can get better in the future. You know, we could start growing again, but just how rapidly things are just crashing around me, it feels like I'm in the state that I just don't know. And I know by asking the question of, what do you guys want to see me play? I know the games are going to be mentioned. It's going to be Splatoon, it's going to be Fortnite, it's going to be Minecraft, it's going to be Ninjala, and it's going to be, well, Fall Guys maybe is what's going to be mentioned. There's one more game that I can't think of, and I just can't think of it. But usually those 4 games I mentioned, like, that's what's going to be requested, and I don't want to play any of those for other reasons. Fortnite, don't worry about that. And Minecraft, I just don't find fun. I honestly don't find that game fun. And then me saying that, people get pissed, and it's just crazy. You can see I'm just losing my mind. You know, most fun games I play, in my opinion, I've played is Persona and Xenoblade. In the past, Valkyria Chronicles. Currently, Ghost of Tsushima has been a ton of fun, and just Tetris. But if there's something you guys really want to see more of, just let me know. If there's a single player game you guys want me to play, let me know. I'm trying to get more going. I'm trying to finish a lot of streams from the past. You guys will be seeing some games of the past come back, and I'll talk about that the actual August 2020 update video. I know this video has been everywhere, but I think it's gonna be a 30-minute video. Fine by me. I hope you guys, for those who watched all the way to the end, I appreciate it. I think the last thing I just want to say though is, for those who stuck around, who show up to all the streams, that even who lurk, even attempt to check things out, thank you for sticking with me through all this. I really truly apologize to all the creators that are probably pissed off with my comments and me being critical of how I think they're growing the channel. They're doing a lot better than me, I know that, but it's not jealousy. It's definitely just me being a critical person. And I'm sorry for those who wanted more Splatoon and Ninjala, and I just don't feel like I'm gonna have fun with it. I know it's my channel at the end of the day, and I want to do what's best for myself, but I also want to just keep going in a positive direction. I want to grow this channel. I hope you guys will stick with me. Today, when this video comes up, we'll be streaming Persona right when I get home. Regardless of everything, we'll stream Persona right when I get home. And then after, we'll stream Fall Guys in the night. We'll go from there. The August 2020 update video, if you guys are curious about that, that should be up probably on Wednesday. I just gotta record audio, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Mainly tomorrow because I don't feel like I'm gonna be in a positive tone if I'm talking about it. And this video is definitely it's just a more negative tone. But I truly appreciate every single one of you guys who stuck around and who even speak their mind. I'm sorry for failing a lot of you. I know I try to do my best to do at least 2 streams. I know some people haven't been super happy that my streams are super late at night now because of my job. I wish there was more that I could do for you guys. I really do. I hope you guys will forgive me for some of the games not returning to the channel. I hope those content creators, if they are watching, maybe we can reconcile. Just me being a dipshit. It's usually just me. I'm just sorry, I just wish I could do better. I wish I could do better. I still have fun with all of the stuff I do, but it definitely takes a toll when I want to do better for you guys. I want to prove to my family and the world that I can make a success somewhere and actually be funny and entertaining. And I feel like I'm failing them, I'm failing you guys, I'm failing myself. So if there's just know that if you guys see a day where there's no streams, I'm probably gonna say it's like X or Y reason, but it's probably just me being depressed. So I hope you guys don't hold it against me. I know some of you have for not streaming, and I don't hold any ill will. I appreciate you guys. I truly do. If you listen to me ramble for this entire time, I appreciate it. Thank you for just listening to me.